Unit 12, 3 Days to See. This is English textbook, um, and I'm going to read this 3 Days to See by Helen Keller. Nothing has been written about her. Okay, Helen Keller, 1880 to 1968, after an illness, was left blind and deaf at the age of 19 months. Keller wrote the world I live in 1908, giving readers an insight into how she felt about the world. Sometimes I have thought that it would be an excellent tool to live each day as if we die tomorrow. Such an attitude would emphasize sharply the values of life. We should live each day with gentleness, vigor, and keenness of appreciation, which is often lost when time stretches before us in the constant panorama of more days and months and years to come. There are those, of course, who would adopt the Epicurean motto of eat, drink, and be merry, but most people would be chastened by the certainty of impending death. In stories, the doomed hero is usually saved at the last minute by some stroke of fortune, but almost always his sense of values is changed. He becomes more appreciative of the meaning of life and its permanent spiritual values. It has often been noted that those who live or have lived in the shadow of death bring a mellow sweetness to everything they do. Perhaps I can best illustrate by imagining what I should most like to see if I were given the use of my eyes, say for just 3 days. On the first day, I should want most to see the people whose kindness, gentleness, and companionship have made my life worth living. The next day, the second day of sight, I should arise with the dawn and see the thrilling miracle by which night is transformed into day. I should behold with awe the magnificent panorama of life with which the sun awakens the sleeping earth. This day I should devote to a hasty glimpse of the world, past and present. I should want to see the pageant of man's progress, the kaleidoscopic of the ages. How can so much be compressed into one day? Through the museums, of course. The following morning, I should greet the dawn, anxious to discover new delights, for I am sure that for those who have eyes which really see, the dawn of each day must be perfectly new revelation of beauty. This, according to the terms of my method, is to be my third and last day of sight. I shall have no time to waste in regret or longing. There is so much to see. The first day I devoted to my friends, animate and inanimate. The second revealed to me the history of man and nature. Today I shall spend in the workaday world of the present amid the haunts of men going about the business of life. And where can one find so many activities and conditions of men as in New York? So the city becomes my destination. Now and then I have tested my seeing friends to discover what they see. Recently, I was visited by a very good friend who had just returned from a long walk in the woods. I asked her what she had observed. Nothing in particular, she replied. I might have been incredulous had I not been accustomed to such responses, for long ago I became convinced that the seeing see little. How was it possible, I asked myself, to walk for an hour in the woods and see nothing worthy of note? I, who cannot see, find hundreds of things to interest me through mere touch. I feel the delicate symmetry of a leaf. I pass my hands lovingly on the smooth skin of a silver birch or the rough, shaggy bark of a pine. In spring, I touch the branches of trees, hopefully, in search of a bud, the first sign of awakening nature after her winter's sleep. I feel the delightful velvety texture of a flower and discover its remarkable convulsions, and something of the miracle of nature is revealed to me. Occasionally, if I am fortunate, I place my hands gently on a small tree and feel the happy quiver of a bird in full song. I am delighted to have the cool waters of a brook rush through my open fingers. To me, a lush carpet of pine needles or spongy grass is more welcome than the most Persian, luxurious Persian rug. To me, the pageant of seasons is a thrilling and unending drama, the action of which streams through my fingertips. If I were the president of the university, I would set up a course called How to Use Your Eyes. The professor would try to show his pupils how they could add joy to their lives by really seeing what passes unnoticed before them. He would try to awaken their dormant, sluggish faculties.